Hi all, welcome to the video lecture series of Python for Machine Learning. In this video lecture we will be discussing about list comprehensions. List comprehension is an elegant way. It's actually a different way to create and define list from an existing list. Here we can see an example. We have h letters equal to letter for letter in human. So here this is actually a loop. So here this variable letter will be taking each character one by one from this word, and that letter will be stored inside this variable letter and it gets inserted into this list named h letters. Later when we print this h letters, we'll be getting the output as HUMAN. That is, each letter inside this word will get inserted as an element inside the list named h letters. So the syntax for list comprehension is like this: expression, then our for loop, then item in list. So from this list, this variable item will take one element one by one from this list, and based on the expression mentioned here, the corresponding value will get stored inside the new list. So when we consider the same example here, we have, instead of list we have human, that is the word from which we have to create the list. Instead of item we have the variable letter. Instead of expression we have the letter itself. So when this line is executed, the variable letter will take one character at a time from the given word, and here we have not mentioned an expression, so the same letter is considered as the element that has to be inserted to the new list, that is h letters. We can also mention some expressions or mention some conditions based on which we can create a new list from the existing list. We can include some mathematical operators or other functions based on which we can create a new list from the existing list. In this slide we can see one example like that. Here, as you can see here, for x in range of 20, but if we have mentioned one condition. We have to consider the values from 0 to 20, but only those values which satisfies this condition has to be stored inside the new list named number list. So here, as you can see, just compare this expression with this entire line with the previous syntax: expression for item in list. So here we are taking the, instead of item, the variable name is x, and instead of list we have considered the numbers from 0 to 20, but we have mentioned one condition here. We have to consider only those values of x such that x mod 2 equals 0, that is only even numbers. So the value will start from 0. It will check this condition. If the condition is okay, satisfied, then that value will be copied to this number list. So when we print this number list, we will be getting the elements as 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 like this, only even numbers starting from 0 till 20. 20 is not included because of this range function. So like this we can modify the list comprehension by mentioning the condition that we have to satisfy when we have to create a new list. Like we did just now, we can also include nested if statements. So if y mod 2 equals 0 in this example, if this condition is true, then again we have mentioned one more condition. So only if both of these conditions are satisfied, then then that value only will be considered stored inside this num list. So first of all, y will take one value from this range. It will check this condition. If the condition is true, then this condition also will be checked. Only those values which satisfies both of these conditions will be considered to insert into this list, num list. In this example, from this word even till this word odd is our expression. When we compare this with our list comprehension syntax, we'll come to know that from this word even till this word odd is our expression. Then comes a for loop, then item, then range, that is our list. So in this case, the variable I will take a value from this range, then we are checking this condition. If the value I is mod I mod 2 is equal to 0, that is, if I is an even number, then we'll be storing the value as even to this object list. Otherwise, we'll be storing the value as odd to this object list. So I will take 0. 0 mod 2 is 0. So it will insert even to this object list. Next, I will take the value of 1. 1 mod 2 is not equal to 0. So it will store odd to this list obj. So we'll be getting the output like this. We have to keep some points in our mind when we use this list comprehension. First of all, list comprehension is one of the most elegant way to define and create list from an existing list. And as we have seen some of the examples, list comprehension is generally more compact and faster than normal functions and loops for creating list. But even it is more compact and faster, we should not try to write a lengthy line, a long list comprehension as a single line of code, because it will become, our program will become more complex and more difficult to read and understand. And one more point, that is, every list comprehension, we can rewrite every list comprehension by using a loop, but not in the opposite way. That is, we cannot rewrite every loop as a list comprehension. We shall conclude now. In this video lecture, we discussed about list comprehensions, an elegant way of creating list from an already existing list, and how to use this list comprehension, or the different ways in which we can perform this list comprehension. That is all in this video lecture. Thank you so much.